Happy Friday, everybody. Let's see who we got in here already. Big Job Ford, Torp, Kevin L, Robbie Altree. And there's Kim in there too. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Have a sip or whatever you like to do. Hope everybody had a good week. Ours flew by. At least mine did. It did at work. It wasn't so bad. Last week drug at work. This week it just went right through.
Didn't. This week was the longest week ever.
For who?
Me.
Oh, not me. I thought it was pretty good. You
Well,
were
the
kind
world
of tired
doesn't
all
revolve
week.
around you.
Huh?
The world does not revolve around you.
My world revolves around me.
Ugh.
Huh? That's what I thought. Anyway, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Yes, I agree, Kevin. I'm ashamed to admit I had a chance to go out Wednesday.
Hey, Randy.
And I didn't do it. But I had other stuff. I was working downstairs. I should have went outside and worked, but I didn't. But I'm not going to make no more. I'm not making excuses. I need to get back in it, and I'm going to. I want to. I don't know. This week wasn't a good week for it, but the weather is on the mend, and I'm excited about that. The wind is still really bad.
No, I got to be nice to him because he's got to take me to get my lamps tomorrow.
Yeah, she wants to make a planter out of you see that lamp stand? Am I pointing right? Oh.
You were right the first time.
I'm trying to fit. Yeah, that lamp stand right there. She wants something like that, but she's going to turn it into a planter. She saw something on Pinterest.
Hey, Mark. Hey, too, babe.
So she goes on, what is it, Marketplace. And how many is there?
12.
12 of them. And the lady's like, well, I want to sell all of them at once. I just don't want to sell one. I'm like, what are we going to do with those? She goes, well, I really like 3. But we have to buy all 12. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the other 9? What?
Maybe put them on Marketplace. Who knows?
She hasn't told me. Yo, Angie, thank you. Thank you for joining the Big Block Buddies. That's really cool. Take a sip. And don't forget to use your little icon. If you look in there, you should see the little fill the bucket there. See our little guy? You should be able to have that. What do they call them? Emojis? That's you. You should have that emoji now. Thank you. That's really cool. So we're jumping back on the Nova probably this week. I'm going to at least start the video this week. I hope to have one done, but I am going to start one this week. I want to put the tail light tray in. I've never done it before, obviously, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, tell her happy birthday, Randy. Hey, Paul White.
Oh, happy birthday. Very cool. Happy birthday, Randy's wife. Yo, Paul White, what's going on? And by the way, hey, Randy, what's up, buddy? Mark's Garage is here. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Angie. Hey, Bulldog.
Very cool. Yeah, so look for that. I hope you do. I'm not going to get it done in like 1 or 2 days. It's probably going to take me like 3 days to do that thing because I kind of want to strategically do it. I'm going to make sure it fits in between the old quarters, even though we know the driver's side screwed up. It's the only thing I got to go off of. Kind of want to line it up to the old stuff before I start taking the other stuff apart. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Oh yeah, too, babe. You got wedding season coming up.
Oh, we don't have any. Do we? Who's getting married next year? Morgan?
This year.
This year. When? In like September?
November 7th, Brian.
Oh, Kim's birthday. I always forget. Hey, don't you scold me, Kim. I don't remember everything.
You should remember that.
I didn't remember that. All right. I'll come over there and I'll use this paddle for something else. Here?
Yeah.
What? That's what I thought.
You need BW to help support you too, babe, through wedding season.
We'll do what we can, buddy. Have a highball in the meantime. So anyway, I got to go with Kim tomorrow to pick up 12 of these lamp things, which should be interesting. The one in the front's the one you really like, right, Kim?
Yeah.
Send me the link to that. You should be able to share it with me and send it over.
I'll just send you the picture.
Well, I guess you could do that too. See, two babes on the high life. I got one of them in the fridge too. Always got to have a beer, a backup beer, because we know that this is probably going to go pretty quick. It's family oriented, but
hey,
there's nothing wrong with
here.
Nothing wrong with a good paddling once in a while. You know what I mean, Randy? Sometimes. There we go. Let's see.
Steve made it, and hey, Cutter Down Garage.
Yeah, look at all these things. We got it. We can't just shoot. They won't sell us just the one or two that Kim likes. She has to buy every single one. They said they want to sell them all in one lot.
I did.
She likes
Robbie.
the real big one in front there that's got that iron twisted thing to it. It's kind of cool. And she wants to turn it into a planter. So we'll see how that goes. You know, Kim, if you turn it into a planter, we ought to get one of those upside down tomato plants you put in there where they hang them upside down.
It's not upside down, though. Never mind.
Oh, that's right.
But oh, it's Chris. Hey, Chris. I was watching your live the other night. Chris is now Cutter Down Garage.
Cutter Down Garage is Chris.
Yeah.
I kind of like the name, man. That's a pretty cool name. Cutter Down. I like it, man. That's pretty cool, brother. I didn't know you changed your name, man.
We could turn them into shop lights.
I suppose you could. You know what, Kim? You know what else we could use those for? Is for camera stands and camera lighting. We got a bunch of these donut lamps around here.
I did try that station, Robbie. That was a good station.
Brian Kim went back and she looked, and I was downstairs working, and she started naming the radio stations, and we were listening to songs. Somebody sent us a country one. What was the country one?
No, nobody sent us a country one. They just, when I asked it to play, it just played the wrong station.
Oh, it played the wrong station from the wrong place. It was like a real country channel.
I tried Bulldog, Robbie's, and Don's suggestions. Those were the ones I wrote down.
Now, did any of you guys try any of ours? Did you try 102.5 WDVE? That's Pittsburgh. And the other one was 102.9 MGK, which is Philadelphia. They're both excellent channels if you got the iHeartRadio for your Amazon Prime.
Well, I have 12 of them too, babe. I'll take a better picture so you guys can all see them, because they kind of have them just, it's a community like furniture place. So
yeah, it's not like you're buying from a pro, because I'm telling Kim, I'm like, haggle with them. You could probably get $10-15 knocked off, you know, in the spirit of one, you know, get a deal. And Kim told me she's not doing that because it's not
a benefit for
some it's a benefit for something. So she kind of feels like she has to give them what they're asking, which is fine, I guess. But I told her that takes
$70 for 12 lamps.
How many?
12.
I guess that ain't bad. $70. They're less than $10 a piece. That ain't bad. Guess that'll be all right. Oh, we'll see how that goes.
Chris was live with his dog the other day. He has a cute dog.
I have been beginning, Robbie. Have a sip. We're almost 10 minutes in, my friend.
Is Robbie behind?
I don't know. No, you're always saying cut a deal, one. You know what I mean? You're always saying haggle them down. That's all I meant, dude.
Hey, Howie Mook.
Howie Mook. What's going on, buddy? That's all right, man. If you got stuff going on, everybody understands. We'll all catch up. We got Bob back with us. Everybody needs to switch it up once in a while. I get it. We all do.
Hey, there's
Yo,
Lonnie. Hey,
Lonnie,
Lonnie.
what's happening, my brother? That's a good way of putting it, just economically responsible, just and I haggle too. Kim says I'm not very good at it, but she's the one that's not because I still would have haggled with them. They
No,
got 12 lamps they need to get rid of. I could have at least got 15 bucks knocked off. But Kim was like, no, I'm not doing that. It's a charity. Or not a charity, a benefit. Whatever. Who does it benefit?
it's a community benefit for underprivileged people that don't have furniture.
Oh, well, there you go. No, but they are. I mean, we got standalone lamps. We just fixed two in the back room, and one of them has one of those 1938, 40-ish lampshades to where when you turn it on, it has little windows in it that light up. It's got like art on it. It's really old. I'm afraid to touch it. And then the other one had a broken glass piece. Me and my brother-in-law were moving it and we broke it. So, and it's been sitting back in that room for like 5 years or 10 years. How long ago did Uncle Bob pass away, hon?
2017.
2017, about 2018. It's been sitting in the back room, and I finally found a nice shade that would fit it. Have you even used that?
Yes, I use it all the time.
So, I found a nice glass shade on
There you go, Two Babe. Two Babe's fixing
eBay.
one of his wife's lamps. He's just waiting on parts.
Okay. Well, the one that I fixed, too, babe, it was crazy. I had to go to like three different places to get parts, and it was like it has the bigger all thread, I guess you want to call it, the lamp, the thread, the hollow thread you get for lamps. It had the bigger nut. And you can't get hardly anything for them locally. You can order it and wait a few days, but I found enough stuff to make it work. For now, anyway, it's good. It works because it took
Oh,
one of the,
wow.
remember the old fashioned light bulbs with the real, it had one of those that still worked. And I couldn't find that. So I had to go with a smaller thing, and I had to make a whole bunch of different things work. I couldn't find a coupling, so I had to, I don't know, just turned into a mess, a lamp parts mess.
I have a whole day planned for him tomorrow.
Yeah, she planned my whole day before I even got home. And then she starts scratching stuff off because she decided she found these lamps and decided she wanted those. So I said, well, you got to check something else off the list. Where I can't do everything. But it ain't going to take long. How far away is that? Did you look it up on the map, Kim?
28 minutes.
28 minutes. So that's an hour and 15 minutes of my day tomorrow. By the time we get there, we got to mess around, get the stuff, and come home. That's an hour. That's an hour and 15 minutes. I guess that ain't too bad. That's about how long we go on a trip to go to Costco.
Hey,
Yo, what's
Don.
happening, Don? My brother, what's happening? You would think, Kevin, but Kim doesn't like to take me to breakfast. I have to like negotiate breakfast with her. I love breakfast. She's like, could take it or leave it. So maybe you got to take me to breakfast tomorrow, Kim.
One bought a bench seat. Or no, one bought something.
Hold on. What'd you get?
I don't
Who
know.
else bought a late 50s, 60 VW Beetles sight unseen this week?
That's
Oh
right,
man.
Mark.
I really do. The 50s and 60 Beetles, they're smaller, but they're so cool. They look so much better than the 70s and late 70s ones, but they just look cooler. They got that sleeker look to them.
Isn't it nice, Don, that the temperatures are getting warmer and it's lighter out later? And we turn the clocks back next weekend,
Now,
going forward.
isn't the thing you got to worry about for those VWs There was something I was reading about them in the front, like where the heater box is. Don't they rot out right there? And that's where you got to inspect. Everything else is pretty simple to repair. It gets a little more integral if you have to do anything around. Is it the heater box area or something like that up front under the dash area?
Hey, Joe, thanks.
I think that's what I read about or saw at one time or another. I don't really know a lot about them, but I know you do. You got yours. Yeah, the floors do go bad on them. But I mean, these days you could put a floor in any car. I mean, they make floors for everything these days, don't they? They have full floors. I tried doing them patches on that Nova that time, and I ended up just cutting them out. I'm like, you know what? Let's just put a whole floor in. It looks nicer when it's done. You know, and you got a lot of cars, Randy. I'm a little jealous. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. One these days, it seems like just about everything's available. But like I said, I was reading somewhere where they said the heater channels. That's right, the rocker panels, the heater channels,
The
stuff
Heather
like that.
channels.
Huh?
The Heather channels. The Heather channels.
Heater. Oh, I see where he. Right. That's what I think. That's what I was reading about. The heater channels. That's what it was.
Washing machine lid as a floor pan.
Well, the J.C. Whitney won. That's funny. There's some guy I've been watching a lot of shorts that show up. I'm sure some of you guys seen them too if you fumble through the shorts on YouTube. And he's building that crazy bug with all the plates and stuff and like building the like I
Hey,
don't know
Chaz.
that just totally
Tell Megan
custom
I
to
said
where he's
hi.
he's just making big flares and everything. And his videos go like 100 miles an hour. He must have them sped up by 20. Forget what it's called, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Kevin. Have a sip, my friend. There's Jazz. What's up, buddy?
Hey, baby, have you seen any good movies lately?
We haven't watched any movies either.
I know that's because like
We're
nothing
on
is.
our phones too much is the problem. Kim sits on her phone, I sit on my phone, and she'll play the TV in the background once in a while. And it's usually just something light, like Family Guy or Bob's Burgers, like a cartoon or something. And it's just background noise because neither one of us are paying attention to it. We used to watch shows and movies. We don't do any of that anymore. Now we bake.
I've seen clips for Reacher, Don. That looks pretty good. I
Yo,
want to.
Henry,
Hey, Henry.
we were going to check that out, Don Reacher. I saw like little clip because even now, even the TV shows are getting into the shorts now, where they show you a clip of the show. I always find myself watching the Bonanza. Anybody else watch Bonanza back in the day with Big
Hi.
Hoss?
Oh,
Well, they
Gladiator
show me
2.
that all the time on fumbling through there now too. Well, it's more so on Facebook and I guess on YouTube too. When I'm thumbing through anything you watch, they'll show you more of it. The thing that ticks me off about watching the Bonanza clips is you have to go look for the part two, and it's like they don't put them beside each other because they want you to fumble through all their stuff, and all that does is agitate me, and then I don't watch them. Yeah, the Cartwrights. That's right. You know the deal too, babe. I'm old school that way.
21 Jump Street
They're
with
kind
its
of
70s
do-gooders, but that's
scenario.
all right. I used to watch that every day after work when we lived in California. come home from the Navy, and I'd sit down and watch an episode of Bonanza before something else would come on.
So, Two Babes says Gladiator 2 is good.
Gladiator 2?
I wanna see watch that show, I can't remember what it's called right now, where the guy's like a secret service guy with the president. I think it's on Hulu.
I don't know. There's so many different apps now, and everybody has their own show, and every app has at least one good show. But man, you buy too many apps, next thing you know, you're paying more than you were paying for cable.
What's the name of that show?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Ron. That's what I said. I like that old stuff too. So my grandma used to like it. That's where I learned to watch it. She would always watch it. And then I got into it and I watched. She used to watch that, The Rifleman. Anybody else watch The Rifleman? That was black and white.
What's that guy's name?
Tim, what's that television station that you found Bonanza for me?
Me TV.
What's it called?
Me
Me
TV.
TV. You can still watch it on Me TV. Kim found it, and I put it on the one day. You got to choose episodes, and I can't remember the episodes. Some of them are good, and some of them are bad. Kim was laughing at me because she was like, "The acting's so bad."
Yes, the assassination show. I just found it. I lost it. Paradise.
That's
Hulu
right, T-Babe.
drama. They just signed it up for a second season.
There's Glenn. What's up, brother? Catch up, buddy. There you go. Look at Ron. He watches all that stuff. Leave it to Beaver in the morning.
Oh, thanks, Don. Thank you. Did you watch that show, Don? That's what I want. I want to watch that one. I asked Brian the other day. It was a question. It was if you had a 6-hour car ride and you only could have one music artist playing, who would you pick? And he picked Bob Seger. I'm like, what? For like 4 songs?
He's got more than that. After we looked,
Hey,
you had
Tony.
to you silenced up pretty good. He had a lot of songs. I like Gunsmoke too, Randy. My grandmother loved
Ooh,
Gunsmoke.
okay. Is it good, Don? Do you like it? Johnny Cash. That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
I didn't think of Johnny Cash. I said Queen or the Eagles or Billy Joel.
You see that, Angie and Larry? You got the little see how Chaz got the little emoticon. You guys got it too.
See, Lonnie has a Western channel that plays Gunsmoke, The Rifleman, and all the old shows.
Yeah, see, that's
Tom Petty's a
that's
good
my
one.
speed. It's like that's what I like. I
Ooh.
mean, that's me.
I
all
like
day.
that, Don. I'm gonna try that show, Don.
Which one?
Paradise. It's on Hulu.
Paradise. All right.
They
We
just made
do.
a second season, Don. They just signed it up for a second season.
We need to watch a show. We don't watch too much shows anymore, but we
Well, you
need to
better
find
hurry up because baseball starts in 26 days.
what's the video game show my son had us watching a video game show?
Fallout.
Fallout. You would think, and it seemed really stupid. I mean, for people our age, but I got into it. I really liked it. Did any of you guys watch it? It was called Fallout. Fallout. They have a video game called Fallout. My son's like, oh, they made a TV show. You got to watch it. And we watched the whole first season, and I really got into it. It was pretty good.
Who makes fun of you, Howie? Anne Murray. Anne Murray. I like Anne Murray. Billy Joel. Billy Joel was one of my picks.
Billy Joel. Yeah, you did say Billy Joel for the 6-hour drive.
I'd probably make fun of Brian too. I love Anne Murray. Alanis Morissette.
Sterling Brown is the guy in Paris. Now I seen the other show you mentioned, Don. What was it called? The Reacher. They show a lot of little clips for on shorts. If you're thumbing through shorts or on Facebook thumbing through their shorts or whatever they call it over there.
Okay.
And it was the one where the guy broke the guy's glasses in the jail
Robbie.
cell, and then Reacher jumped down and he told him, "I'm going to send you out of here in a bucket or something." And he just beat the tar out of the poor guy, beat the brakes off of him. That's the only that's the only scene I said, well, maybe we should watch that show. And now you said we could watch it.
Well, I like the guy in Reacher.
That's cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I know he beat the brakes off of that guy in that jail cell. He told him your buddies are gonna take you out of here in a bucket. He
Where
beat the brakes off of him, man.
where are they in Survivor now, too, babe? They should go somewhere cold. Wayward Pines. I think we tried to
Big
watch that
Oakwood.
one, Henry. We don't have Max anymore.
I did hear about that, Kim. I can't remember who told me. Somebody told me about that. They said it's a really good show, The Penguin.
Well, we don't have Max anymore.
Oh, that sucks. I guess we'd have to get that app too.
Jonathan's talking about going to getting rid of cable and just having Netflix, and so he said we could use his password because we're gonna need it for Stranger Things for the final season.
Honey watches Wagon Train, and his wife said, "Why they never make it to." Yo, Tony, what's up, buddy? Have a sip, my friend. Thanks for showing up. I think Tony's one of the last people to get warmth because he's up there closer to the Canadian line than a lot of us are.
Well, he's not closer than the Canadian line than the Canadians.
No, no. I see. I've heard, but I've never watched Wagon Train. I guess I'm gonna have to look that up now because I love that old stuff, man. Oh, he's had the 40s and the 50s this week too. All right, very good. I guess I should go out and try to start the car again this next week when it's warmer because it didn't want to start that one day. I think my plugs are starting to get nasty. I think I need to change them. I got to be careful when I do that because that guy put those indexing washers on them. So I'm going to have to make sure I change the washers from the old plugs onto the new plugs. I bought a set. I got to go out and find them. I don't even know where they're at. I'll find them. They're probably on that back table somewhere. I think I bought a set for the Nova too, so I got to be careful that I don't grab the wrong ones. I guess I'll be able to check. I don't even want to take that car out right now. There's still I don't know about you guys, but there's a ton of salt on our roads right now. I mean, it's like it hasn't snowed in a couple weeks, but they put so much down in the last storm. It's everywhere. That's almost been when was the last time we had snow, Kim? Almost 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
It was last week sometime.
Last week.
Yeah, because I was driving to work.
Oh, that's right. There was but it didn't stay.
No.
They thought it was going to stay, but they said we could get it up to 6 inches or something. I don't even think we got an inch. I remember now. I know my parking lot at work, it's terrible with salt right now. That's another thing. A new hire came into the parking lot at work. My buddy was sitting in his car, and the guy, I guess he was in a hurry because he's a new hire and he didn't want to be late. We think he was rushing. He claims his foot slipped off the brake and onto the accelerator. He crashed into 3 cars right beside my buddy. He missed my buddy's car, but he hit 3 cars. He totaled a couple of them, man. It wasn't even his car he was driving. It was his uncle's he was letting him borrow it so he could keep his new job.
Did he get
Imagine being the
fired?
uncle.
Did he get fired?
No, he didn't get fired, but I mean, still, you got to come in and face people. You just got hired. You crashed into their cars. One of them was this guy, Tom Simpson. He's like a shift leader and he's retiring in like April. He's on his like last 2 months and he's got a newer car. And this guy, new hire, comes in and crashes his car.
Were you in Texas for work, Randy? Oh,
It is a bad first impression, Don.
it's that
He's a
time.
nice enough guy. Everybody makes mistakes, but you know,
You're not listening tonight.
who, me?
Yeah, you.
Why? What would you say? I'm sorry.
It's that time.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It is that time. Well, let's
Oh,
have a
there you go,
sip.
Randy.
Let's have a sip. We got to give away our bumper sticker. Let me look on here and see what Kim got. Okay, she sent me the number. I need a number between 50 and 100.
51 and 100.
51 and 100. Go. Wow, that was fast. It's moving fast. Sometimes it goes real slow, and then everybody puts one in at once, and it goes. Whoosh. There it is, Chaz.
Chaz got it.
Chaz, Luigi Speed Shop. You guys can see Kim sent me the
You
number
said
at
you were going to win,
857,
Chaz.
number 77. Chaz. Chaz gets the bumper stickers. Congratulations. I'll get that in the mail to you, pal. Wow, Chaz's birthday year. Damn, I'm that much older than you, Chaz. I thought we were close to the same age. I was 7 when you were born. I'm a 70 baby. Bob's still guessing. Bob, did you get yours? I think I mailed them out. I think I mailed them Monday. You should have got your new one with the magnet. Poor Bob, he's still guessing. Chaz already won, Bob.
I think that people are behind tonight.
Oh, it might be lagging.
Oh, Brandy just guessed 77.
Yeah, too bad he's an hour late. We'll wait till everybody catches up. I'm not sure how everybody's going. Man, they're still guessing, hon. Chaz, could you write in there that you won?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's right. Maybe they'll come in late any on the comments too. I don't know.
Hey, Jer.
Yo, Jer, what's happening, buddy? Did you ever
think
sell
Robbie
those?
was
I saw you had a nice set of Kragers on there for sale. Did you ever get those sold?
I think
It seems
Robbie
like
was
every
behind.
time you get mags, you get those 5-on-5s, the old Ford pattern. What's the matter, honey? She's yelling at me. Did I forget something, hon? Did I interrupt you or something?
Yeah, just keep talking over me.
I'm sorry,
So
sweetheart.
you just talk.
No. I'm sorry. She's mad because I talked over her. I didn't mean to. Sorry, hon. Could you get me my beer? Thank you, darling. Do you forgive me for talking over you? Now, that wasn't very nice. You guys don't want to know what she just. This is a family show. You don't want to know what she just done to me. That's right. I thought I read they were 5-on-5s, Jer. I guess I read it wrong. I don't know. I know Bob's still guessing. He must be behind or something. Bob, did you get the sticker and the magnet from last week? I hope so. I mailed them Monday. I seen that. I ended up selling those ones that you and I traded. I ended up selling those radars. Guy came down and bought him. He was building like a, I want to say it was like it wasn't a 34. I think it was a 35 Ford. I want to say it was a 35. And I want to say it was a three-window coupe. I don't think it was a, I can't remember. It was last year, but he come down, he wanted them. I said, "Well, come get them." Mm. I guess he had to rear too because he didn't want the adapters. Some guy came down and got those. What was that, Kim? About 3 months ago?
Yeah, I guess.
About 3 months ago, somebody needed those for another, and he was up in. I want to say he didn't come. It wasn't my. It was King of Prussia. I think he came from King of Prussia. And he was cool, man. He was like 77-year-old guy, and he's still building cars. He's like, "What else am I gonna do?" I hope I'm that way. You know what I mean? My man come down, he's like 77, 78. He goes, "What else am I gonna do?" I said, I'm hoping I still build cars because he was looking over all my stuff out back. I said, "I hope I'm still doing it." He goes, "Well, you'll be the same way." He goes, "What else are you gonna do? You keep building stuff." Yeah. As long as somebody can use the stuff, you know what I mean, Jer? There's still a lot of stuff people need. There's still enough of us guys that like to build the older stuff. Man, well, everybody's building this new stuff now. That's way over my head. All that computer stuff. Kim's been on a sabbatical too, Tony. Hun,
Mm,
Tony's asking you why you ain't made no videos.
I don't know. I just haven't been feeling creative.
She had mentioned she is building a list, Tony. It's like, you know,
Hi, El.
there's AL, there's a long,
She didn't say hi to you. She said hi to me.
oh, well, Lottie freaking da.
I like El. I like El.
That's my best. What was that? What's his name? Chris Farley. La di da.
I got some things planned. I just have to actually do them.
Well,
That's right, Randy. My viral now, I had my viral minute. I'll never probably hit that again.
that's
So
not true. I think you will. You know, am I saying this right? Kim genre, is that right?
yeah.
Her genre, it's like there's a long pause right now, like between Valentine's Day and Easter. So she's just building
That's right. I got a dozen coat
she's
racking
building a bunch of
firecrackers.
ideas right now. So my genre, I'm just lazy. I've been, doing other stuff around the house and whatever, but mainly I'm cold and I'm lazy. So I feel like we're gonna change that up this week because once I start, then I want to keep going because I want to go to the next thing, go to the next thing. But I had that long pause after I put that rear in, and that's still making me mad that pin ain't center where it's supposed to be on them springs. I still have to figure that out, but I figured I'll figure that out later. I ain't worried about that right.
Thanks, Tony.
And that's like the only
Thanks,
thing
too,
that those
babe.
people touch. Everything whoever had that car before me and before the guy I got it off of, I guess everything they touched is wrong. It's like so wrong. That quarter is so bad on the driver's side. Those springs, I don't think they're right. And they just had that. They didn't even have the pin for the springs in the hole of the piece. It's like forward of it, and it's smashed into the rubber. It's just a mess. There's nothing keeping that from moving around. I'll get it straightened out, but I don't know. I just don't even know why I started thinking about
That's
that.
cool, Howie.
What's that?
He makes cement mushrooms
Okay.
for gardens and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. I get it.
Oh, thanks, Chaz. Tell your mom and Megan thanks. Thanks, Randy. We
Huh?
did, but we went to Joann's. We bought some. Oh, and we went to Michael's and we bought some stuff.
Yeah.
So I gotta really, really get back into it.
They're closing the Joann's. They're not going to be around anymore. That's kind of sad, you know. All the stores are going to the wayside, man. Where are you going to go get material?
Uh, somebody said
What? A lot of shops. Well, I mean, I guess that's something to go by. Yeah, I mean, Big Lots went. We used to go there for our furniture, Randy. I mean, you get, all the stuff that Raymore and Flanagan, I almost said the large lady store. What was the name of out Lane Bryant? Yeah, but what was the name of the couch we got, Jonathan? I always confuse it with Lane Bryant, and you're like, "No, Lane, I guess." It's good stuff. It's like last year's stuff or whatever they didn't sell or whatever. But it's like that. We went to that one place at one time that discount Bob's Discount Furniture. It was terrible. We ended up. Did we give that away or sell it?
we gave it away.
I think we gave it to
Jason's sister.
Jason. Yeah, Jason's sister. 'Cause it wasn't comfortable at all. We couldn't stand it, so we gave it away. What's Glenn writing in there, hon?
I don't know.
I guy I. What are you doing there, Glenn?
Um, did you get a good deal, Chaz? Because they're having like 40% off. He was at Joann's today getting headliner material.
Yeah, you can't beat it, Chaz. You guys get it. It's good stuff. It's quality stuff, and it's a fraction of the price. You always get a good deal at Big Lots. We had one right here beside us. It's gone.
Glenn said he got some stuff for $1. There, Don figured it out.
All right. Well, thanks for helping decipher the code, Don.
Well, it's
Glenn's mysterious, man. Huh?
I got an email from Joann's today saying that they're having deeper discounts, so we'll probably have to go in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, you have to wait till they get through the first set, and then wait till they raise the amount because they're trying to liquidate. Obviously, the more stuff they can get rid of, they don't have to. Uh, I don't know. What did they do with the stuff they can't sell? Did you give it away at the end?
$1,800.
Huh?
Uh, Glenn said $1,800 for a headliner. It took her 1 hour to get some thread at Joann's.
Oh,
There you go. Lazy Boy's good furniture.
I mean, my headliner was tough, man. But I was told because I used vinyl. I'm told the cloth, Dawn and Glenn, is a lot easier. Uh, the, I'm sure, Don, you've probably done a couple headliners in the 55, 6, and 7s. Glenn, you could do it. I mean, the stuff you work on, it just if you don't try not to get the vinyl was really I ended up where there's spots on that vinyl. I'm ashamed. I probably ruined it. My buddy Phil come over and he pulled, and then I was able to get it where it was supposed to go. And I would have never had because I read and watched all these people use a hair dryer. Don't use a hair dryer. Just get a second person to pull while you put the tacks up into the thing. And I was reading where I mean you can buy the rubber belting that you put in there that you put the tacks and the staples into, but I was reading where you could just use V belt or a belt, but the belt is kind of thick. I would try to get the rubber, quarter-inch rubber or 3/16 inch thick rubber.
We had Chinese, Tony. I own a hair dryer, Randy.
Well, that's like I said, maybe you want to try it. This is the one thing the only advice I could offer is to keep the bows numbered so they go in the exact same spot. Each one is a little bit different from the one beside it. And the spikes in the middle where the lamp is, You fold them down a little bit, but not too much. Like two or three of mine broke off because somebody was back and forth in them. You don't know who messed with it because, like I said, it has that thing on the roof. Somebody probably had a siren up there, so it probably had more than one headliner in it. And then I put one in, but I lost like two spikes on there because that spikes you get that cloth. There's like a cloth um, lip where you hook them in for them first couple. But dude, once you get that middle in and you just start putting the bows in,
Hey,
you could do it. You could
PPSS.
do it.
That's okay, Glenn. It seems like the something's going on with everything tonight.
Yeah. You might have been sitting on a key or something. But Don deciphered it. He helped make sense. He said you bought something for $1. Okay. Yeah, the chat is being a little weird tonight.
I think Robbie left because I think Robbie, like, I don't think it was working for Robbie.
Yeah, I haven't seen Robbie comment in a while. He's usually right on top of stuff. He might have.
I like Hobby Lobby, but I like Hobby Lobby for the sales.
Well, that's where we went to get the frames for. That's the only place we could
Okay,
find.
Howie, I'll look.
Where'd you send it at? Okay, on Messenger. I see it. Should be able to go in there and
Oh,
see.
thanks, too, babe. That's nice of you.
Oh man, that looks like Mario Brothers mushrooms. That's pretty cool, Howie. I like it, man. Do you have a mold you pour for those? That's pretty cool, man. I dig it. Everybody's got something going on. Kim wants to do a little bit of gardening this year, so we bought a gardening box. We're going to start with a gardening box and see how it goes.
I want to grow some vegetables.
Yeah, we do tomatoes every year, but
We did tomatoes and peppers
yeah,
last year.
we only got a
Oh,
couple
they're cool,
peppers.
Howie. Oh, they're so cute.
Aren't they cool, hon?
Yeah.
I didn't know it took that long. There must be a pretty long delay here. I'll put them back up there. Yeah, I like
I've had a lot of ads tonight.
them.
He uses stockings for a mold.
All right, that's cool.
I buy clearance all the time too, babe. I'm always looking for a good deal.
Kim gets annoying with the good deals sometimes. Like today, she needs to buy what do they call it? A blocking tool, huh?
Yeah, for my crochet.
It's a blocking tool, so you can make sure, like when you crochet these squares, she's going to put them together and make me a blanket. And so to make sure they're the same size, you stretch them out and put them on this thing. And she sends me a picture. Could you make me this cheaper than $12? I'm like, spend the $12. Quit being cheap. All right.
Well, it's pretty much just pegboard.
Well, but it's thicker. And the rods for it are long, so you could put a whole bunch on there at one time and get them all stretched out. But she's like, "Here, could you make this?" No, I probably could, but I'm not going to. You're going to spend $12, so I don't have to. Tim's always trying to get these crazy deals.
Well, I like a good deal. Yeah, all the Joannes are going out of business, Glenn.
All of them, Glenn, are
They were going to
gone.
leave 300 open, and then they decided to close them all. I don't know if they're going to have an online presence or not. I bought stuff online from them before, so
They filed for, like Kim said, they filed for bankruptcy. Then they said, okay, we're going to keep 300 stores open. And now they just said, nope, we're closing them all.
you're funny too, babe.
It's kind of says, didn't you say Macy's is in trouble too, Kim?
And Kohl's.
Macy's and Kohl's are both all in trouble. All the box stores are in trouble.
Kohl's is closing 27 stores across the country. So, I mean, They're
Yeah,
closing the one in Pottstown.
crazy. Kind of sad. I mean, it's going to get to the point where we just everybody buys everything online. It's going to get to, yeah. All the brick stores are going, and it's like I get it for some stuff because like when you want something particular and it's hard to find. Remember, you used to have to go to like 4 or 5 stores before you found something close to what you wanted. But nowadays with Amazon, you want something, you look it up, it's there. You might have to wait 3 days or a week, but you get exactly what you want. But at the same time, it's nice being able to go out to the stores once in a while. That seems to be a thing going to the wayside. Now, I don't think like these club stores are ever going anywhere soon, anywhere quick because it's just like Costco. You can't even walk in there sometimes. There's so many people in there.
You do need to try stuff on too, babe, and you don't wanna just buy it and then have to send it back and then buy it again.
Well, a lot of stuff you know your size, but I get
Well,
it. I mean, some stuff you
yeah,
want
but you
it
don't know
fits
how it's
different.
gonna look.
Yeah, fit a different or look a different. I hear you. Look, see, even Henry's behind. He's still on the $12 thing.
The only good thing about buying it is you get the metal rods. I don't think you have metal rods here that are clean and, a certain diameter.
I mean, you could get giant nails. They have those like landscaping
Yes.
nails, Kim. They're like almost 10 inches long, and they have
Yeah.
a head on them. But you put them in that way. I guess you could use something like that. They're
No,
mostly
I'm
all
with you.
galvanized, though.
I'm with you, Randy. You wanna look at stuff. Like, I don't wanna buy fabric online. I wanna go to the store to see what it looks like and look at the back and whatever. I don't wanna just buy it online.
I agree. Oh, I bid on another uh, Don Garlett's tack on market or not marketplace eBay this week, but it wasn't as nice as the one I have, and I think it ended up selling for 300 and I don't even know if it's still on there or not. Ended up selling for like 350 bucks, and I only went as high as 250 because obviously I don't need it. I just wanted it. Yeah, it sold for $331, and I think my high bid was 250, so I was out on the last day. But it was pretty rough. You're gonna find the back. There's the back of it. It's I mean the chrome was completely gone, and it actually had rust on the bottom. See how rusted the cup was? And it still went for three. Look at the rust on the bottom of the chrome too, and it still went for 331 bucks. And there's one that was on there that wasn't on auction. It was for sale, and he wanted $250, and the needle was broke on it. So you got to send it out. There is an outfit. I think they're in Tennessee, and they restore them, but they want like $400 to restore them. So this guy wants you to pay him X amount of dollars, and then you got to send it to this company to get it restored. And and end up now you're at 700, 650, 700 bucks. So the guy that had the broken one was unrealistic. I'd have gave him 50 bucks for it, but now he wanted all that money. I don't know if he sold it or just took it off.
I miss indoor malls too, Randy.
But I think it was Larry sent me a link or put it on BW's Garage on Facebook where a guy bought one at the. We talked about it last week, I think, but the guy bought it for 75 bucks. He was at some kind of auto mall or something. Like I wish that happened to me. 75 bucks, and it was working. You put it on eBay, you could turn around and sell it for 400 or 500 bucks to somebody like me who never finds the deal. But hey, man, he got a good deal.
So they didn't have the material you wanted, Chaz. You had to go with a different material, but you got to see the material in
The
person.
The decal set's pretty cool, Tony. The stars are a little different. There's more stars on the decal set, but it's cool. Still cool. A lot of guys do that.
Don.
And
Hey,
you,
Jesus.
hey, Jesus, what's up, man? That's all right. You still made it to say hello. That's cool.
Oh, Big
What,
Job saw one in Marketplace, new in box.
what kind of money were they looking? That's like anywhere from 12 to $1,500. I mean, if you see it for less than that, let me know. But new in the box, I've seen them go. I think I bid on one last year on eBay, and I stopped at $700, man, and somebody was going crazy, and it ended up going for like 14 or $1,500. Yeah, see, 1,100. That's about right, Ron. Anywhere in that range. Right on. That's cool, Tony. That's the old Stars and Stripes. I love that stuff. They have now. Listen, Dixco made a bunch of Stars and Stripe tacks back in the day. Some of them are sweeps, and not all of them are Don. That was just a special Don Garlits. They made one without a racer on it. They made just the Stars and Stripes, and they had one that was a sweep. Really nice. The stars are in the blue colors all the same, but instead of it being a rounded tack, it's a sweep tack.
You have a good weekend too, babe.
Yeah, man. Thanks, too, babe. You have a good weekend too, brother. Appreciate it, man.
It's gonna be a nice. Well, tomorrow's nice.
Sunday's nice too, but it gets cold at night, hon.
There you go.
And then
It's gonna be nice.
it's gonna be very cold again on Monday.
Kevin said it's warming up where he is. He said it was 73 there today.
Yeah, yeah, but it's gonna get real cold again Monday. I told you.
I'm talking about where Kevin is.
Oh, don't snap at me. Did you see how snappy she gets, guys? That's all the time. That's not just on our show. She's
Oh,
always
there.
like
Two Babe
that.
said 70 there this weekend. Nice.
Yeah. Sun. Oh, they changed our weather,
Thank
hon.
you, one.
They changed our weather, hon. It's gonna be cold Sunday now. Oh well. It's gonna be rainy and late in the week.
Do something nice for your wife, Randy, for her
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. Take her out to eat. Take her. Be nice to be extra. We already know you're nice. You're a nice guy, but be extra.
We
Be
are, Don.
exceptional.
We're almost there, Don. And I'll
Uh,
be complaining about the hot weather later, but
I'd like to be. Yes, I would like to start complaining about being hot, but I can be hot while I'm outside working on my stuff. Right now, I'm getting to a point where I'm too old. It's too cold. I ain't doing
oh
it.
my gosh.
But I got room. I don't mind if in the winter when I only had the 55 out there because I had room. I could set the heater up and I had room. I could work all winter, but I got to work with the doors open right now. It's there's way too much stuff in that shop. I got to get rid of some stuff. I got to get rid of those big workbenches in the back. They take up too much space. The guy that got those for me passed away. Did I ever tell you that, honey?
What?
The guy that set those workbenches up for me to get them from work, and I got a request paper to get them out. He set it all up. He passed away.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, pretty tragic.
Yeah, Kevin, I agree too. Summer is better. Everybody have a great weekend. Have a great week.
You used to never say that, hon. You used to be the opposite. Now you're getting smart as you age. You're getting wiser. Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
When you said that you liked the summer better, you used to complain and say the winter was better. Now you're saying
fall is best. Fall is best. Everybody have a great week before I kill Brian live on air.
I don't know what I did, but I'm in trouble. I'm getting snapped at right and left over here. So pray for me this week, guys. I hope that I'm back next week.
You'll be lucky if you are.
Bye,
everyone.
Everybody have a good week. Like I said, I'm going to start a video this week. We'll see where it gets. All right. All right. So everybody have a good week. Be safe.
Everybody have fun.
Do something fun. Come back and tell us about
I
it.
won't kill him. I promise.
You promise?
I promise.
All right. Take care.
Alright.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.